Hey everybody, good morning. It's Pam here from Desert Family Homestead. Just getting my morning started on Saturday. Came out to feed my goats and show you a project that we started working on yesterday. I was going to do the video yesterday, but we have construction going on two houses by us. And let's see, can you see? Yeah, that's the one that I showed you when I first, that they were dumping the dirt and stuff. When I introduced you to my girls, and they are getting pretty close to being done with it. Where can I put my camera here while I pick up my hay? There we go. So they were working on that one, and then the fourth and final house they are building across the road, and they were working on it. Can you see my girls here? There's two of them, Pumpkin and Ebony. And there's Miss Cinnamon. She wagged her tail. Yeah. They have been mischievous young ladies lately. One more slice. Now, 3 years ago, watch out, Cinnamon. There you go. 3 years ago, we had a major flood in our neighborhood. And we couldn't live in our house for 2 months because of all the water. Our wellhead was underwater, so it was off. And it was interesting. So we have the 4x4 fencing, wire fencing. And if you can see down here where it's rotting because it sat in water for a few months. Well, that's one area they were getting out in the big pen, from the big pen. And then all along this front section here, all of that, yeah. That was the worst part of it. And over here in this section was really, really rotten on the bottom and everything. So we have changed the wire to this, and it's nice and firm. We're in the process of still getting it tied up and put on and in place. But down here, and it never made any sense to us why they did this, because mesquite tree, another mesquite tree, right in the middle of the space between our animal pen and our perimeter fence, which we are going to replace all that with pipe rail also to make it look nice and uniform. But right here, notice there's no pipe along the top, right? So over here in the corner, there was a big gate here. It's not like you can drive a truck and trailer back here to help load up animals. So we're closing that gate space off. Young man that came out and helped yesterday, he's a welder. And so he's going to weld a top pipe along there and just close that off on the top. And then we're also going to have him weld pipe along the bottom so that we can secure our fencing to the bottom. But we're going to replace all of the fencing on this big animal pen with that type of wire. But if you can see it right here on the other side, that, see if I can get it in there, that is the gate that we took off from down there. And it starts right here, and it goes, it's leaning, so it's normally as tall as this, but the way it's leaning comes down to here. It's 14 feet long. The entrance gate, board with some nails in it, don't want my goats getting hold of that. The entrance gate to our property, 14 feet. So we are going to repurpose that. Instead of just having the wire, that's going to be our entrance gate. But that is our major project. The roll of wiring is longer. That side of the fencing is 100 feet from end post, corner post to corner post. So we have, turn around here so you can see better. So we'll have that section done, and then we'll have to cut that wire, and then we'll bring it over, and we measured from the corner down there to this gate here that I just came through. It's 55 feet there, and then from this side of the gate all the way down to the next gate down there for the little pen that we put the goats in, that's 45 feet. So once we get that finished off over there, we'll have to measure what we've got left and see which section we're replacing. If that's not 55 feet, then we'll just put the panel, have a hog panel here, cattle panel, whatever you want to call it. We'll take it, wire it back up here to stop them from being able to push underneath that fencing. If it's 55, if we have enough, we'll replace this section too. And then, like I said, we've got another section of that fence wiring, and we'll bring it over and replace for where their pen is. Now, we have an addition coming to our homestead in a week. We get to take a drive up to the cool Flagstaff area and pick up a 2-month-old buck, Nubian buck. He is a handsome fellow. So won't be able to do his job with the girls for a little while, but that's okay. So we're gonna go pick him up, and then we're gonna have to, and since he is only 2 months old, well, we don't have to have a pen for him right away, but so we'll have to get him a pen built up. So yeah, what we have on our property for trees where I'm standing in the shade right now is all mesquite trees. You can see it's all, this is one of the bigger ones. We've been trimming the branches up on them and stuff, trying to keep them looking nicer and better. But we've got a lot of mesquite trees on this property, and amazingly, there's very few mesquite trees in this neighborhood. They're all on our property. Thankfully for us, because we get some shade out of them. But so yeah, that's what the Desert Family Homestead's up to this weekend, and it just getting my son out here, get him started on wiring and tightening up the fence, and keeping my goats in and keeping them safer. So everybody have a blessed weekend. Keep homesteading, keep gardening, and we will talk soon. God bless. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.